guys, and welcome back to our tutorial series. In the last tutorial I showed you guys how to fix a simple elevator bug. In this tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys how to make head bob movement. I've been asked for some time to make that, so I might just get that out of the way now. First of all, I'm pretty sure I added body holder in one of my tutorials. If not, quickly go to game object, create empty, position the empty game object somewhere behind the arms, and then drag that into main player, and then put main camera into body holder. Now if you're wondering what main player body is, that was covered in elevator bug fix, so watch that tutorial. Alright, so let's get started. First thing, go to your FPS script folder, create new JavaScript, call this head bob system. Double click, open in the mono develop. Alright, while that loads, I'm going to minimize for 1 second. Drag this and attach this to body holder. Right. Delete program strict. I'm going to zoom into the code for you guys. And let's start defining the variables we need. So the first one's going to be for head bob enabled. It's going to be a type boolean. I don't want to assign its value. No, actually let's do that. It's going to be equals to true by default. For head bob distance, and it's going to be a type vector2. That's going to be assigning the y and x axis movement. For head bob speed, it's going to be a float. The next two are going to be private. For local position, and this is going to be a vector3. Private for transform reference, ref for short, and it's going to be a type transform. Oh wow, thank you, mono develop. Okay, hopefully save. Yeah, auto save, good. And it's frozen again. I don't know why mono develop keeps doing this. It's weird. I have to uninstall it. It's a shame. Alright. Now it didn't save shit. For head bob speed, it's going to be type float. For private for local position, and it's going to be type vector3. Private, whoa, what am I writing? For transform ref, short for reference, and it's going to be a type transform. Alright, I want to change start to awake. That's all the variable we need, by the way. So yeah, the first thing I want to do is I want to cache in the transform this script's going to be attached to, so it knows what object's working with, and also its local position. To do that, we're going to say transform ref equals transform, and then local position equals transform ref dot local position. Save that. Let's go into Unity, double check there's no errors. Now click on body holder, there's the script attached. Now at the moment you can't see the two private variables, so I'm going to quickly take the private away so you can see them. What's going to happen is when the game runs, it's going to get the object that the script's attached to. In this case it's body holder, and attach that as the main object, and then the local position is going to be equals to the transform reference, which is obviously the body holder. And you should see that working right about now. Okay, so when I run the game, you should see that happen. Okay, as you can see, it's captured the body holder and all the local position. That's part one done. Now let's move into the update and actually script this bad boy. So the first thing we want to do is if open bracket, close bracket, open curly brace, closing curly brace. I'm going to say if the head bobbing is turned on, then we can do the head bobbing stuff. So head bob enabled equals true. Save that. And inside here, the first thing I want to do is I want to get the stationary position and blend that into the bobbing position. So I'm going to say for, I'm going to call this stationary position. Okay, and it's going to be equals to a maths f dot min open bracket, and then I'm going to say 1 comma maths f dot absolute, so get me absolute value open bracket input dot get axis open bracket, and the first axis I want is vertical. Alright, close that and close that, so it closes the second bracket as well. Now before I do continue, I just want to explain brackets because some people are confused with them and they get errors. Now if I just remove this bracket, and it may look like it's fine, but it's not. If you click on the last bracket, it highlights brackets closing, and as you can see, it's only closing the bracket that contains vertical. So that means the bracket before inputs open and the bracket before ones open. So how do we close these? If you put another bracket, that means it's closing the input as well as the vertical. But if you add another one, that means the whole statement is completely closed. There's no line of code that's open. Okay, but in this case, we're not going to do that. We're going to be adding something else. So I'm going to say plus, maths f dot get an absolute value for our input dot get axis horizontal. Alright, and then you want to close that, so that closes the input, and you want to close one more so it closes the first bracket which contains the 1, as you can see. So save that. Now let's start calculating the desired x position. So I'm going to say for position x cal, short for calculate, and this is going to be equals to local position dot x plus head bob distance dot x times maths f dot sin, it's a single open bracket time dot time times Headbob speed plus Matt's f dot pi divided by 2, closing semicolon, space. Now let's start applying this to the actual local position of the x.